Oh, Kylie, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Oh, Kylie, give me Kylie. Oh, Kylie.
You gotta do this. The amount of trouble you've gone to, just ripping that out of the garden, just...
Yes, I've ruined the sunrise garden.
Of course, there's the tune to the 80s classic Mickey, which became a #1 hit. Oh, that's better.
It's better with music.
Yeah, around the world in the early days of MTV.
And for singer Toni Basil, that one song...
Don't do a hammy, doll.
What's it?
Don't do a hammy.
With the multi-talented star working alongside, the biggest names in the biz. It is impossible not to sing along. Toni Basil's catchy 1981 hit and memorable video saw her top the charts in Australia and right round the world. But there's more to Toni than just that song. The singer, dancer and actress has starred on our screens for more than 50 years now. See the girl with the red dress on. She can do the dog all night long. Toni's big break came in 1964, dancing for Elvis in Viva Las Vegas, before hanging out with Jack Nicholson in 5 Easy Pieces, and catching Peter Fonda's eye in Easy Rider.
You want a drink, Mary?
No, thanks.
Nowadays, Toni's best known as one of the industry's top choreographers, putting together dance scenes for some of Hollywood's biggest hits. And Toni Basil joins us live from LA now. Let's go way back to the start of your career. Your big break with Elvis. Do you remember Toni walking onto the set that day?
Well, I do, and actually I was the assistant choreographer on Viva Las Vegas to David Winters, and I got to work with Elvis privately developing the dances that he did with Anne. So aren't you jealous?
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, what a great thing to have done. Did you ever think you'd then go on to work with huge stars like Peter Fonda, like Jack Nicholson?
You know, when you come... I come from a show business family. They were all vaudevillians, born in Sydney and New Zealand.
Right.
And so I was always in show business. My father was a musical director for many stage shows, and so I grew up in the business. So it was more like a family business to me that I was going into. So you have no idea where you're headed, but you know you're headed towards art, towards your art.
Okay, well, let's talk about the most artistic period of your life, completely, 1982. It was the track that changed your life. Why did you decide to record a song, a pop song, like Mickey?
Well, you know, it was a very interesting time period. It was pre-MTV in America, and I was asked by a European company to do a video album, where I knew I was doing 7 songs, 7 videos. So I was thinking of developing video ideas as I was thinking of developing songs. And I was a cheerleader all my life. Las Vegas High, I was head cheerleader. And I thought, you know, that would be a great video using real cheerleaders, putting a chant on a song. And I found a song called Racy, and I put the chant on it. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. I changed it to Kitty. It was originally called Kitty. And so I changed it to Mickey, and it was history. And you know what? The record company went, oh, I don't know if that's such a good idea, putting that chant on that good song. And I said, well, you can take the chant off if you ever release it on the radio. Well, as you know, they never took the chant off.
Yeah. And was there actually a person called Mickey? Was there a Mickey?
No. It just kind of rhymed with Kitty, because the song was originally Kitty. And yeah.
Okay, now, you went on to make other music. How did that work out in relation, you know, if we're talking about the huge success of Mickey? What came after that musically?
I did a second album. I did a second BBC special. I think that you discovered Mickey, Australia discovered Mickey through my first BBC special. And then I went back to choreographing for David Bowie, Bette Midler, Tina Turner. So, you know, it's as it's quite rewarding being behind the scenes, and you don't have to get into makeup and get the right shoes and wardrobe. People do not really realize how difficult it is to be a celebrity performer of like a Tina Turner, like a Bette Midler, like a Bowie. It is a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of fun being behind the scenes, directing, staging, making storyboards. I love the process. I'm in the process now with Bette Midler. We're going to do another tour. She's going to do another tour. I was last in Australia with Bette's last tour, one of her last tours, I think, was Kiss My Brass, and we're getting ready to do another tour.
And so when you say you're working with Bette, do you mean doing the choreography for the dancers who are on stage with her?
Well, it's more involved than that. I'm part of the creative team, and we start from the very beginning, getting ideas and developing concepts and stringing the show together. And our last show, which was at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, we had 19 showgirls. Yeah. So that was a huge, huge show for me to mount. This show is, we have her harlettes, her 3 harlettes, and a big band, a dancing band, and I do all the staging. Choreographing isn't just steps. It's a much wider vision than people realize.
Yeah, it's the big picture. It's about bringing it all together
into one. Yes, it is the big picture.
Yeah. Of course.
What's your advice? A lot of people watching who would like to be dancers. Some of them are on this show. What's your advice for would-be dancers?
I think nowadays you need to study every single style, from street dance to classical. Even if you're a classical ballerina, if you think about Twyla Tharp and how she has used street dance in so much of her work, and the street dancers also need to be able to work with other styles of dance. So I think it's extraordinarily important. You know, there's all those dance competition shows where they throw so many different styles at you, and every style is so difficult. From ballroom to street to ballet, there is so much in dance to learn.
Yeah. Well, Toni, great chatting to you this morning, and a great walk down memory lane. I think my favourite part of the interview was learning that you were the head cheerleader at Las Vegas High. That would have been...
And I could have used Larry. I could have used Larry in Mickey. My gosh.
See,
I mean,
know,
those
right?
high kicks, that was amazing.
I've got some moves on me, although I may be in traction for a week after that kick. Toni, lovely to talk to you. Really sweet.
Thank you. And, you can see everything I talked about on my YouTube channel, Toni Basil's House. So come visit me.
Toni Basil's House?
Yes, that's my YouTube channel. You can see my vaudevillian family. You can see all my street dancing. You can see so much. You can stay in touch with me through my channel.
Well, that's great to know.
That's
all right,
fantastic.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us from LA this morning.
I really appreciate it, and
Thanks,
I really did have a lot of fun. Thank you.
Good. Thanks so much.
Wow.
Wow.
Imagine having all that video of, like, through all the years, the Elvis stuff. It's fantastic.
I'm not even
isn't it?
listening to you. I'm so consumed with the possibility that Toni Basil said I could have starred in her Go Mickey, Hey Mickey film clip.
You would have
That's
been
no one's ever said.
You would have been so hot back then.
I would have been so hot back then. I would have spent so much time rehearsing with the Las Vegas cheerleaders. Wow, that could have been
You
me.
could have a sequin on your doll. You could have a singlet with a sequin.
It's not about the sequin, Kylie, it's about the journey. That would have been an amazing journey.
You look good in sequins. Just ahead, how to fight the right way. Our expert reveals the worst thing you can do in an argument. It's coming up for you soon.
Well, we want to get the most out of our food, the most nutrition that we can, and James is back and he's going to show us all exactly